Well, we have the start of a new week, and it is a bitterly cold day. But we're not frozen up here yet. And I got some great sunshine to help me out with spotting a few things. I'm going to look around for about an hour. Look how great that is. We're so low here that the wind kind of cuts down, so it's again my little hidden sanctuary. I just love it here. I just absolutely love it here. Yeah, little gem. Grab that bad boy.
Came up on land for a quick sec. Got a nice 16 signal. Unfortunately, either I did that or it was broken already. But there's a little signet ring. Nice size. Have to see if we got any markings on it. But hopefully I didn't break it, but it is what it is. There you go. Well, this one I'm going to dig out with you. Could just be like a washer, or it could be a ring, but let's see if we can dig that out. Well, I can't quite tell what it is yet. It looks like it might be a washer. It's too plain. If you can see anything on there. Yeah, it looks like it's just a washer. Or a top of a bottle. Oh well. Nice imprint.
Had to check out an area that was a tip from a good friend about a bottle dump. I'm not completely exactly sure where it is, but I have a feeling I'm in the right area because this is all wetlands. And that is definitely where they dumped bottles years ago because you couldn't use the land for anything else. I found an interesting drawer with a cool little handle on it, but I'm wondering if the water back there during low tide is where the bottle dump is, because the water's up right now, so I might not be able to see anything. I'm going to scan around here a little bit more and see if anything pops up. You can see the water over here. It might be in there. Before they finally knocked this place down, I needed to come in and get one more good look at it. They're going to develop this whole area. And this is a middle to late 1800s home that was the home of the farmers that farmed all this land. And this is the first time I've checked out this house. I've been in there many times. In fact, last time I was here, they didn't have the boards up on the windows. But I know there's a little entranceway back there that I'm going to check out. That's because I haven't been here in a while. Look at the cool stool. Very cool shaped legs. I like it. Cool ladder. A few things scattered out in the back here. A couple bowls. Maybe that fed some kittens. Cool old jug. That bottle here. Nothing super old. That's some damage right there. You can see there's not much left to this house. It's gonna be coming down soon. Looks like there's a hole back there by that tree, under that cement. Interesting. Now that's only plastic, but that definitely fed some cool plants at one point, many, many years ago. It's just gonna get destroyed here. Nice window. Cabinets. Smells a little skunkish. Basement. Crazy. I will tell you, I've been in here a few times and some strange things happened. I had a bookcase get knocked down out of nowhere. I'm not saying it's haunted, but enough things happened here that weirded me out that I don't know. Oh, look at that. Front door open. Cabinets. Really is a mess. But look at the woodwork. Love that. Probably a good amount of lead paint on these bad boys. Should have brought my mask. No, I'm not going to stay here long. That's a bathroom. Now what I'm walking through here would have been most of the farm fields. And you can see where they are marking the trees because I'm sure they're going to clear this out. There's a little tiny creek I'm gonna get down to over there. There might be a bottle over there. I'm gonna navigate down, see if there's anything laying around. Yep, so here's the creek. It's not much of a creek, but this is wetlands. And although I'm not seeing much action here, this is where the bottle dumps would have been, because you can't really use this lane because it's so wet. So they would dump their garbage here. I'm not seeing much yet, but I'm gonna travel up and see if there's anything that way. Well, people have been here before. I guess someone's deer stand, but look what's right here. Now, I'm guessing it's been a long time since anyone used this machine. This has got to be left from the original owners. And warn me about all the sticker bushes here. Oh, look at this plow. How old is this? Oh, I'd love to have this in my front yard. But chances are I'm not going to be moving this. Interesting. I don't know how well you can see that. Well, I got some real garbage back here. Oil drums. From afar, it looked a lot more promising. But I'm not seeing much more than what? They had a lot of big jugs back here. They're all the same jugs. There's a little bowl right there. I mean, I'm itching to bring anything back, so you're gonna see me. Well, there's a couple bottles. Interesting. This may have been something here. May have been something. Metal pot. Yeah, I'm gonna scrape around a little bit. And look at what I found all the way buried back here. None of that stuff. This buddy. Oh, look at how pretty that is. Royal Stewart, made in England, fine bone china. It looks in pretty good shape. So I threw it out there. I said, Mrs. Keynes, they are gonna knock all this stuff down. Leave me with something cool. And that's as cool as it gets. Look how pretty that is. Cheers. I tried to tell him to wait up for me. And that's him waiting up for me. All the way down there, taking pictures. He just got done telling me it's too hard to walk back against the wind. Now the wind is going that way. Why is he now going back that way? Because there is a chance for him to get a picture of that. The boat coming in. It's an awesome looking fishing boat. So he's gonna go all the way back to where he started and then have to come back to the wind. Here it is again. That is my slowly growing copper pile. I know it's a lot of copper right there. And look at all these fishing weights. Now, unfortunately, I am the procrastination king, so I have to at least at some point turn these things in. And I'm going to. But again, I don't even think this will get to the point where I can't lift it anymore. Maybe not. I received a letter this week from a subscriber, John, who was an NYPD police officer, retired now. And he wanted to show his appreciation for my channel. And so he sent me a note, and in that note also came 2 incredible 1935 silver certificates stamped Hawaii. And I got a brief understanding of numismatics and money and currency, and I knew just the backing of silver on these made them pretty cool dollar bills. And I've been collecting a few of them on my own, but nothing that had a Hawaii stamp on them. So I did look up the Hawaii stamped reference, and it turned out, to my astonishment and amazement, that these things were stamped Hawaii as World War II emergency notes. They were printed for use in Hawaii after the Japanese attack on Pearl Harbor. These overprints of the Hawaii, especially the big one on the back, overshored instant recognition of these notes in the event of an enemy occupation or an enemy capture of these large quantities of cash, and they would easily be able to demonetize them and trash the currency. And that's how they'd be able to recognize it, because it would say Hawaii on it. That's pretty unbelievable. These are great, great pieces of history. And I'm indebted to John for sending these to me. And the awkward part is he's sending me stuff for his appreciation of my channel. And here's a guy who is an NYPD police officer, retired, and was shot while being a police officer. He also sent me 2 awesome police cards and a sticker that I can put in my car from the Honor Legion. Just these are the coolest things. I should mention he sent one for my twin brother too. I'm not going to keep them both. And he did send one of the silver certificates to him. Maybe I'll tell all of you, but I won't tell my twin brother. Just kidding. I'm going to send them to him. But thanks again, John. I can't put into words how appreciative I am of you sending me things and for what you've done in your past. This is it. This is only the second time I was able to get out this week. And tide's already coming in. The timing is bad. But I'm going to do whatever kind of searching I can do in the next half hour to an hour to beat this tide coming in. Because I just didn't get out much this week. And I can feel it. This is like my medication. Might be an interesting little piece. I wish it was intact, but it's got some good shape to it, so I'll take that home and clean it up. I'm pretty sure it's just clear, but I like it. I'm a little further up than I normally go. Maybe I'll see what's a little further up. This, I imagine, would have been something very cool, because that's a pig's tail in the back. I'm going to say that would have been some kind of glass piggy bank, maybe, because that looks like a coin slot on top. It's got really cool color to the glass, but she's a wreck. Would have been nice to find even maybe a little more intact. Just a smidgen higher on the coolness factor. I just picked up this little valve for an old oil lamp, and the wick would have come out of that if you spun this little wheel. So I'll keep it. A little piece of plastic there. I love seeing the color, the odd color coming through, but when it's plastic, it's not really for me. But I'll throw it out, because that plastic is not biodegradable. All right, maybe a little bit of a roll we're on here. This is like a glass version of all the milk glass that I find. It's got some nice swirls in the paint in the glass without blinding myself. Look at the water coming in. But that's cool, it's a twist off. I like that, maybe a makeup. I don't really know for sure. And what do we have here? I like the color showing through. Oh, it's one of those nail polish. I thought the bottle was actually red, but it's not. I think the nail polish, whatever was in this, is red. Look at that. I still like it. I got a couple of these and they look really nice on display. And this is the only one I've seen with the cap on it. Still on a little bit of a roll. Got a couple of really cool pieces of pottery. You know I like those. And a cobalt blue, that's a light one, so it's not super old. And a Listerine, which it's a twist off, so it's not super old. But I like the embossing, and I love the cap on it. Look at that. An awesome little cap. I like the script. Or I should say the font. I'm not sure if that is script. Not really sure what I'm pulling out, because I was so easily distracted. That's nothing. But I got a really big bottle coming out. It was on the deeper side, so I'm hoping it's a little bit older. It's big, I think, or it's just locked in there. Well, now it's looking a little bit more wine-ish. I don't see the deepest pontal, or pont, or punt, but I like the color, I think. And it does not look like a twist off. I'm not seeing any embossing, but it's hitting a lot of the other really cool attributes of an awesome bottle. Look at that. All right. I think I'm liking this one. Great neck to it. I like the lip. Really looks in good shape. And I'm taking it home. What I don't see yet is the... I don't see the seam. Well, that can sometimes be hidden. That might be a seam, but that's some kind of weird... Yeah, there's the seam. But it looks interesting to me. And there might be some bubbles in there. How nice does that look? Oh, how does that look? It might go up in my cabinet. All right, I'm going in deep for one more. Might be a whiskey. I love the big ones that come out a little bit lower because there's a chance they might be kind of interesting. And again, I'm being distracted by something. What is this? Oh, maybe the mother of all cobalt blues? Is this a magnesia? No, it says something else there. Well, it's giving me a blue color. It might be clear. It's clear, but there is some awesome script there. Gill something. Not really sure, because I'm not a bottle expert. I'm just getting better and better. But I love that script. And that's going to look cool, cleaned up. I got another good bottle for the day. Fantastic. One more coming. I hit the hotspot for bigger, intact bottles. Why it's right here, I don't know. This would have been all underneath this rock. So, were they somewhat protected? I'm not sure. But here's another great looking intact bottle. I'm loving the shape of it. Again, I'm not seeing any embossing, but I don't really care because I love the shape of it. These are all appearing to be in that 20s to 30s range because they are probably machine blown, and they have the twist off. But this one, like the other ones, is really cool. And I'm taking it home. Timing couldn't have been any better because I wanted to stop boring you with all the bottles, and she popped out. Nice little white glass button and a toothbrush. Might have some writing on it. Yep, made in the USA and Paramount. We will be posting soon a video on the update of our new challenge, which is going fantastically.